Some people say this: if you don't return your shopping cart, you're no better than an animal, a savage, someone who only follows rules when threatened with punishment. Returning a cart is easy, convenient, objectively the right thing to do. There are no situations, except in emergencies, where you cannot return it, yet millions of carts sit abandoned across parking lots every single day. No one punishes you for leaving it. No one rewards you for returning it. You gain nothing. And yet, according to this theory, this tiny act separates moral humans from the ungovernable. This is the shopping cart theory, and some people consider it the ultimate test of character. Today, we're exploring whether a shopping cart can really reveal the kind of person you are and whether that claim is fair. Is it really possible that such a small, everyday decision could expose who we truly are? The absolutist argument is simple: returning the cart is morally correct. Leaving it shows you only follow rules when forced. In other words, your actions with the cart supposedly reflect whether you are capable of self governance. The cart is a low stakes test. It strips away laws, rewards, and punishments. What you do in that moment, some argue, reveals your true character. Push the cart back and you're ethical. Leave it behind and you're morally bankrupt. But life isn't always black and white. Not everyone who leaves a cart is morally deficient. Consider a parent juggling a crying toddler and a baby carrier. Think about an elderly shopper struggling to push a heavy cart across the lot, or someone caught in a sudden rainstorm racing to their car. In these situations, leaving the cart isn't about laziness or immorality, it's about context. Circumstances matter, and suddenly the so called ultimate moral test becomes far less clear cut. Now let's take it a step further. In some countries, carts aren't free. You insert a coin, a pound, a euro, or a quarter, and you only get it back when you return the cart. In those places, returning the cart is no longer purely a moral act. It's motivated by a tangible incentive. The shopping cart theory only works in locations where there's no reward or punishment for your choice. This raises an interesting question. Do we only act ethically when systems are in place to enforce it? Or can morality exist independently without coins or laws? Psychologists call this intrinsic versus extrinsic motivation. Intrinsic motivation is doing the right thing because it aligns with your values, because it feels meaningful. Extrinsic motivation is doing something to avoid punishment or gain a reward. Classic shopping cart theory assumes intrinsic motivation, but life, as always, is messier than theory. The cart is also a symbol for the thousands of tiny, invisible decisions we make every day. Holding the door for someone, picking up litter that isn't ours, helping a stranger in need, even when it's inconvenient. These are all moments where morality shows itself. Returning a shopping cart is just one example of these everyday choices, and there's another layer to consider: social perception. Sometimes people return carts not just because it's the right thing, but because they don't want to be judged. Maybe someone sees you leaving it and quietly thinks less of you. Does that make the act less moral? Or does it highlight how society constantly shapes our behavior, even in small ways? So here's the real dilemma. If someone leaves a cart, are they a bad person? Or are they just navigating the complexities of life? The shopping cart theory forces us to ask ourselves: do we judge people by small acts? Or do we consider context, circumstance, and culture? And more importantly, how do we behave when no one is watching? Do we follow rules, act ethically, or do we choose convenience over what's right? So, what do you think? Is the shopping cart truly the ultimate test of character, or is it just a convenient metaphor for morality? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I want to hear your perspective. And if you enjoyed exploring this moral dilemma, hit like, subscribe, and ring the bell for more videos that uncover philosophy in everyday life, because sometimes the smallest choices reveal the biggest truths.